I want to talk about two things, common misconceptions. One is about adolescence. We tend to think of adolescence as a time of turmoil, lots of conflict with others, and troubles. But in fact, adolescence is a time of such resilience and strength. Looking at it, instead of looking at it from a deficit model, I want to look at adolescence from a positive youth developmental model. In fact, I was reading Bible this morning in Psalms chapter 8. It says, O Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth. You have set your glory above the heavens. Out of the mouth of babies and infants, you have established strength because of your foes. So he talks about strength, and I believe youth, adolescence is time of resilience and strength. That's the first conception, a misconception that I want to talk about. Second one is about culture. When we say we study cultural psychology, we tend to think of what is uncommon. And we tend to think cultural psychology is studying the others in order to understand them better, in order to work on understanding the others better. But in fact, cultural psychology is based on the notion that we are all cultural beings. From birth, we are all enculturated in our own specific culture. I brought two sets of artifacts. When we talk about culture, artifacts comes to our minds. So I brought one item. This is like a basket. So I inherited this from my mother-in-law. I use it as a basket on my kitchen counter. I hold my onions and garlics in it. So I believe she actually brought it from Korea when she immigrated, and this has holes, so you can actually wash your vegetables or strawberries. And she used it, and I inherited this. So it's definitely a cultural artifact. But I want to show you another cultural artifact that I have. This is my artifact of America. When I first came to America, I had a neighborhood, Mr. Jack. He was a retired gentleman of German descent. And in his backyard, he has a shop, and he was working on turning the wood and making it into baskets. This one and my other artifact serves similar functions, and I hold vegetables and fruits in this bowl. We tend to think of this one as a cultural object, but less so about this one, because we see this more commonly. I have another set of artifacts. This one, this small, tiny little one. This is a pocket Bible that I used to hold. I used to read during my college years. And if I were to open it, you can see it. It's written vertically. It goes from right to left. I was a recent immigrant during my college years. I used to read this, and I loved it. And this was my cultural artifact. But since then, I've been reading this Bible, very common Bible. We tend to think of this as a cultural artifact, but not so much. But both are laden with meaning, and that's how we approach culture.